And I also got beef with Amber because Amber talking about free Tory Lanez. Leave Leprechaun Man where he at.
I'm dead.
I'm low-key not against that little backpack leash that they be upset about.
Get your ass back.
You put Miralax or laxatives?
They be eating food in the break room.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
like, they eat my food. Nobody catches up to it. And it's always two of us at the front. And I noticed it's only one of us for a cool hour and a half.
Video. We can do some videos.
You want to make some movies? Yo, welcome back to the Ivy Club podcast. This nigga Frank that made his way back onto the show, child. We really tried to keep him away.
Hold on, America. Listen. What y'all not gonna do is
He really tried to weasel his way back on.
gonna do my intro now. Ain't that she gonna do the intro for me?
And it's your girl, Juss.
Stop this shit right now. Cut the cameras. Anyways, bro. But no, I liked y'all's little episode or whatever. It was
Or
cool.
whatever.
It was cool, you know. It's doing pretty good numbers. I think everybody, enjoying it and whatnot, and beginner's luck. But
Beginner's luck is crazy.
But you had 11 episodes with me first, to kind of get you. So I kind of paved the way for you to have a perfect episode. No. I don't get no flowers. That's okay.
No flowers.
That's okay.
It's my charismatic spirit that flows through here.
See, you're right. Anyways, yeah, man. Welcome back to the Ivy Club podcast, man. It's episode 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big number for Elmo.
I used to like to count. 1, 2, 3.
All right, y'all. I done made a drink today. It's called.
What we drinking, baby?
We drinking this drink called the Power Up. Okay, it's the color of my favorite Gatorade. Go ahead.
Yeah, here. Cheers, man.
Mine is very full.
It's okay. A little tap.
Cheers, bitch.
What is going on? Mm-hmm. Good though. You got that syrup. I see the syrup in there.
That shit ain't even in there.
The syrup ain't in there?
No.
Why is it so sweet? Yeah.
Cause I made it. It's tequila.
Okay, caught that. We a tequila household.
This is a tequila household. Brown make me frown. It's got blue raspberry buzzball in it. And Milo's lemonade. Buzzball is a women-owned company. And she do me right every time. Leave it to the girls.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. So I don't ever be like, I need to stop. Because I'm like, no, I'm supporting the girls. Give me 6.
I understand. Give me 6.
How many big
6
girls you got back there?
Is insanity.
Take 3
Have you
before the
off.
club, 1 in the Uber. You be all right for the rest of the night.
Listen.
You be all right for the rest of this, for real. You went on a business trip. Whenever you was gone last, you went on a business trip. And me and Will was like, how we gonna take the edge off? I was like, Theo, your daddy gone. I'm hungry. I don't even know. And Theo was like, girl dinner. And I was like, I like the way you think. So I went to the Dollar Tree. I had brought 3 Buzzballs and a box of macaroni and cheese. And me and Theo was all right.
Those were the ingredients.
They only sell green apple there, but I'm not tripping.
Ugh.
What?
Green apples. Not.
Green apple? Let me guess, you like grape.
I actually don't like grape.
Okay, great.
It's a
'Cause
little
I
racist.
was going to call you
A
something.
little racist. You about to call me a monkey because I drink, because I might like grape. Okay. Grape Kool-Aid? That shit bomb.
What?
I don't like grape anything else really, but grape Kool-Aid?
Child, no. Red.
I mean, yeah, of course. But
Red only.
of course, but behind that, well, that clear. That clear was something
Clear?
crazy back in the day.
What was that, white cherry?
I don't even know what it was. I don't know what the name was. It was just clear to me.
Clear Kool-Aid is crazy, but no, we used to have packs on packs.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, what, $4 for $1 back then?
Mm-hmm.
And I would be like spreading them out on my arm. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have variety like this.
Mm-hmm. They expensive now.
Oh, no.
Them tears.
On the Kool-Aid
On
is
the
crazy.
Kool-Aid is
That's
crazy.
a direct attack against my people.
It's crazy. Who raised you?
Who raised you?
Who raised you? That was the pinnacle of our childhood.
Literally.
Making the Kool-Aid.
And you would
go
go
in
talk
there,
to the other kids, and they'd be like,
you go in
tried
there,
that
get
one.
the sugar, man. It was this about this tall.
much sugar you put in
dumped
your
half of
Kool-Aid?
that motherfucker in there.
then that's why we all today.
And then you mix and match. You mix and match them Kool-Aid packs. You put 2 red,
We ain't never
one-
did that before.
1 orange. You ain't never mix and match.
No, my mama did not play that.
Girl, you would
She
just
said no surprises.
well, you was a barista a second ago. Well, not a barista. Not a barista. What do they call it?
I ain't gonna tell you.
What is it?
Oh,
What's
no.
Taylor?
Taylor, don't tell him.
What is her occupation?
I don't know.
Her new. She got her license. Shout out
She do
Taylor.
got her little gig. That's my girl.
No, what is it? See,
I don't
I
know.
tried to drop it in there for you to
You
say it.
did, but I was born at night, but not last night. You know,
Bartender's license. There she is.
there she is.
And you just had, you do your bartender here, but you never mixed no Kool-Aid.
No,
That's
it
crazy.
was illegal in my house.
Nah, we mixed that Kool-Aid.
It was overstimulating. Cause I mean, just imagine like your kid mix you up the proper Kool-Aid mixture, and then they can't recreate it.
I mean, it's not that deep. I think you just put a whole pack. If you can't remember 2 reds, 1 green, 1 orange.
What if they did more than 2?
What do you mean?
What if your kid came and mixed 3 packets of Kool-Aid, and then you had the gallon maybe when it was like a 4th left in there, right? And so you was like, oh my god, like y'all,
I'm just saying.
this is great.
I don't know how long Kool-Aid lasted in your house.
It didn't last.
Okay,
very
so
long.
I feel like you can remember what the recipe was. 2 reds, 1 orange, 1 green. You don't even got to remember the flavors. 2 red, 1 orange, 2 greens. Whatever.
Please.
Like, you can remember that.
Okay, bro.
Anyways, man, there was a post with Amber Rose, and guess who she was with?
I'm nervous.
The Crimson Chin.
Natalie Nunn.
There it is.
Bye.
And she was calling
The
herself.
nigga chin.
Hold on. The post said something about them being African queens.
Her and Natalie Nunn. Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Hey, hold on. And then she got called out for it.
Yeah.
And they sent that on her video. She said, "We're all Homo sapiens. We all came from Africa."
What gets me is if you mix and you got a black parent, you are black. True. Okay, but these particular people, Natalie Nunn and Amber Rose, are only black when it suits them, right? So Amber Daddy is black, Natalie Mama is white. Natalie Nunn be playing with the black community. Got them girls fighting in Airbnbs on Zeus. It's crazy. Okay, Amber only want to be black whenever it suits her, right? Jocelyn was like, "No, you are a white girl. You don't want to claim being black," and they fought on television, right? And I also got beef with Amber because Amber talking about free Tory Lanez. Leave Leprechaun Man where he at.
I'm dead.
Leave him.
And here's my other thing too. I understand that we're black, and I mean, even as black people, yeah, we came from Africa or whatever, but we're not African, right?
Facts.
And so even if they were mixed, I don't know, maybe they mixed with black, sure, but if they're not mixed with African and have a direct link from
yes.
Africa, like maybe her parents came over here
Yeah.
while she was in the belly, or right before she was born, whatever,
That ain't even what happened.
then you can probably give the claim of African queen. But that's not what happened.
We are of African descent.
We are of African descent,
Our
but we don't call
our
ourselves.
parents was born here.
I don't call myself an African king.
It don't feel right because you are an American and an African American. That makes sense.
Correct.
It makes sense. And I just feel like y'all, the African that y'all are speaking about is half in y'all already. So if we full-blooded African Americans cannot all the way properly and correctly identify, y'all for sure cannot. I mean, you could say it. I mean, you black, sure, rite of passage, but like not how you trying to do it. And especially if you only black when it suits you. It ain't like, this is who I am every day. I'm pro this every day.
She covered that bald head with a red cap, and then want to say,
and then
she
you want
African
to,
queen.
okay, all right.
Who raised you?
Who raised you?
Hold on. Like T.K. Kirkland said, and you don't know T.K. Kirkland, but he a comedian. Okay. I'm gonna see him one day. Speaking of Amber with the red hat, man, we got the well, it seems like there's been some shit going on, but the the real president, Mr. Elon, trying to repopulate the earth, apparently, and he got so much going on with that. That man is so. For someone to be
He's
so
a real weirdo.
For someone to be so smart to be able to build a business and gain that money, that man is dumb.
I don't even think he's outright doing it like that. Like, I feel like he feels like he's the real Tony Stark. And that's just not what this is.
Not the real Tony Stark.
He do feel like he Tony Stark in real life, and that's his problem. 1, 2, most of his money comes from the stocks. Mm-hmm. So, when we had our transition of power and everything, and they was not liking everything that he was doing, cutting everybody, planes falling out the sky, and they blamed him, they cut the Tesla stock. And he dropped in status. Mm-hmm. He built him back up because, memories be short. They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't.
They are. But, like, that's where his money on is coming from.
Mm-hmm. But this whole him repopulating everything, bro. Listen,
I don't understand why he would keep doing it.
14 claimed children, but is believed to have 20 plus, right? And for anybody, any woman that he kind of chooses, because he kind of chooses like smart women, or he has like a whole freaking build a, what you call it, build a bitch.
Build a bitch.
He has a whole build a bitch standard for the type of women that he wants, and he just DMs them. Apparently, that's from what it said. Allegedly, what it said is he just DMs them. They get an NDA, 100K stipend a month, and 1.4 million to put towards a house.
I don't believe that.
I
think he's a capper.
That's what the article say.
I think
but why not?
Elon personally is a capper because he be staying in court for custody battles and child support battles with the baby mamas who are confirmed. 1, 2. The only must child I acknowledge is Vivian Wilson. That's his trans daughter he don't talk to because she just stands against him. Right. She's his biggest hater. Shout out to Vivian. Vivian.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
They say he just be DMing like him in post or whatever.
I don't know how people. I mean, I understand money is money, but all money ain't good money. And I would probably scream like a white woman in a horror film if I ever seen him in person. Yeah, he is so ugly. And I be looking at him. They be posting his beach photos, and I be looking at his distended stomach, and I'm like, something is happening.
Yeah.
Anyways. They say he do ketamine, child. No, Elon. No. Hang it up. We don't need more of you.
No, we don't. We don't need no more of you. We don't need more Nick Cannons.
Oh, Nicholas.
We don't need more Nick. Man, I seen an interview with him. And, what was the podcast? It was with Raven Simone. Yeah, she has a podcast with
her wife.
Is her wife?
I think it's her wife. And she's a white woman?
Regardless.
Yeah, it's her wife.
That man, someone took out an insurance policy on his balls. He said he didn't do it, but there's an insurance policy on Nick Cannon's balls.
Because, hey, when he finally decided to put them bad boys to rest,
yeah,
that's ridiculous. And he got so many kids. And then, sorry.
No, you go ahead. I'm looking up something.
And I'm going to get off Elon, I swear. But for somebody to be like, we need to bring the women back to values, it's always the men with a bunch of baby mamas trying to tell women how to live their life. Yeah. Because, like, no, you need to get your stuff together. Mm-hmm. X amount of wives, X amount of baby mamas, 22 maybe babies, 14 confirmed. Kiss, okay, it's okay. Anywho, Nicholas is
a $10 million insurance policy on his testicles, calling them as his most invaluable assets.
That's embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing. It's the ongoing running joke that he is just, populating like that. You can't get on cam.
Yeah, but like, I just don't understand this whole popping kids, not taking care of kids. I mean, we talked about Anthony Edwards not too long ago too, but just popping kids, not taking care of kids. Who raised y'all, man?
And then let's talk about it feasibly, right? Like, do you know how much time and effort your parents put into you personally?
Correct.
With all the siblings you got, how much time they gave to you?
Basketball games, track.
How can you feasibly hit all those points for all of the children?
And you're already famous. You're already losing so much time with your children, like day in, day out, because you're on the road, you're doing all this flying around. I can imagine, like, some people seeing their kids for like 5 times a year.
Yeah. It's impossible. Financially, they'll be fine. But mentally, emotionally, physically, you can't be everywhere at once.
Just digitally. You're going to see them digitally for like, you seeing your kid once or twice a month.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's poor parenting.
It is.
It is. It is. Absolutely. I feel like if you have a split household, 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And you might be all right. But you need to be present. Like 1 or 2 times is crazy. But when you have 10, 12 kids.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was fuck them kids.
I could have sworn it was FTK.
Fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? Why do you keep? I feel like y'all have so much money
them for fun.
Just popping them for fun and then throwing them out in the wild, throwing them out the nest. They just flying and you just go do your thing. They do their thing. Mm-hmm. It feels so.
And he really showed out when Mariah wouldn't take him back. And if I was her, I would have to fight the secondhand embarrassment that come with having an embarrassing baby daddy.
It's just.
I can't. I don't know. I just couldn't imagine picking up all his kids at one time. Sometimes we have 2 of our mini nieces and nephews, and I'd be like, Lord, how do the mamas do it, Lord?
Yeah, it's trifling.
Oh, my goodness.
It's trifling.
And so to have 10 more, I would rather eat a jean jacket.
So flip it. And remember the show with Doubling Down with the Doricos? So now we have how many kids in one house?
How many did they have? They had, I don't want to say 22. That's crazy. But
if anybody ever seen Doubling Down with the Doricos, it's this
on
couple.
HBO.
Or they were a married couple, but they're not married anymore. They got divorced. You probably can imagine why, because they have 12, 10, 15 plus kids. But it's a black family, and they just popping kids. Just keep having them. She having twins, triplets, damn near quadruplets. And then she had 5.
Hold on. She had more. She did have a set of quints. They have 14 kids.
14 kids. And they was in the TV show, they was all in one house.
All in one house. They had an 18-year-old, a 13-year-old, a set of 12-year-old twins, 5 10-year-olds, a set of 6-year-old twins, and triplets that are 4.
When I tell y'all, so and this is where I'm going. This is where I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot a little bit, because if they had that many kids, y'all probably see me twice a month too.
Julian,
that's too many kids, bro. When I come home from work,
you did this.
Listen, when I come home from work,
this is your fault.
This is our fault.
No,
both of our fault.
No,
it's both our fault.
No,
when I come home from work, I'm gonna stay in the car.
You think I want to deal with them?
I'm gonna stay in the car.
No,
for at least 2 hours. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna scroll social media. I have my laptop. I'm gonna watch.
That's
YouTube,
real trifling.
Watch YouTube. Watch Netflix.
That's real trifling.
I'm gonna make sure I have enough Wi-Fi package to where I can reach that shit from the side.
That's real trifling. Real trifling. 0 out of 10 stars.
Well, come out there with me. Lead them in there. Shit. Bring your ass out there. I can handle you.
Okay.
But them, no. Bring a pillow and a blanket. We're gonna sleep in the car. Leave some
go around the corner.
Leave some nuggets and French fries on the stove. Let them niggas fend for themselves. That's all I gotta say. 14 kids too much.
That's crazy. No, and if they just kept trying for kids too. And remember, the grandma was like, "Y'all have got to stop. Like this is too much."
Cut it off.
And they were like, "Mom, children are a blessing." 12.
Children are a blessing.
12.
You should give some of them niggas.
No, sorry, 14.
You should give some of them niggas away.
Oh, okay.
That is a blessing. Some people can't handle kids.
No, I just feel like after the 18-year-old, okay, we don't want our kid to be like, let's have another one. Okay, boom, we got 2. Okay, you know what? The third one was an accident. It'd be like that. We'll just wrap it up after this. Twins? No, we're definitely cutting it. Cut dry. That's it. That's it. You're not even going to get the chance to do 5 at one time? Who the fuck do I look like?
And
a bunny?
And with
what?
And with the parents being so against it, it's like how do you
with no support?
What did I do in my parenting to
made you think that you needed 14? You run 7-on-7, no opposing team. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. And then they got divorced. And I honestly feel like maybe they would have stayed married if they hadn't had 14 whole kids.
Oh, duh, yeah. I believe that wholeheartedly that they would have stayed together.
Up over the one kid.
Financials, I don't know how he was supported.
They had to be on TLC. What are you talking about? They had to.
Because I know he said he was in real estate and other shit, parts of
You
business.
ain't selling enough houses.
There is not enough.
You need to sell 2 houses per kid.
In this housing market, I just know you weren't selling enough.
You weren't selling, because I be looking.
To support 14 kids.
You want some?
You better not. He is underage.
You're sober, Theo, please.
He is underage, please.
He is. He's turning 5 in a couple of weeks.
Oh, 7 times 5. 35. Go ahead, give him a drink.
You want a little sip?
Go ahead and give him a little.
You had a hard time at the plant today?
Give him a little taste. But no.
You can't
babies,
have none.
bro, babies. You know what pissed me off too? Seeing baby when I be out in public and I be seeing babies, that's about like look like 15. Nigga in the stroller at
like, get that big ass nigga out the stroller. He could walk.
His toenails all crusted up.
They dragging
and scraping the ground, so his feet look like they've been cut with sandpaper, sawed off.
Please. You playing.
Let that nigga walk.
No, I feel like if your kid's legs hang off the stroller and they like parallel with the wheels, babe, get that little thing up out of there.
And I know it's probably because he probably be wandering off. They be wandering
No,
off.
kids are bad AF.
So
I understand strapping your toddler in. I completely get that. That's why I'm low-key not against that little backpack leash that they be upset about.
Get your ass back. Nigga, throw a line out there like a fish.
Reel it in.
Reel it in. Get your ass back here.
I get it. I don't shame the parents, because anybody who's ever been around active toddlers gets it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And like, imagine having like more than one in the same place. One went to the left, another one went to the right.
Mm-hmm. As long as they ain't around their neck, just
no, put
a
that little backpack on and go on.
Yank.
And it be
that nigga back.
And it be the people who don't have active kids who be like, I feel like we're putting our kid on a leash. You got to do what you got to do. Mm-hmm. Okay, you got to work harder than the people who will snatch your kid up, and you'll see him again when they're 16.
You gonna snatch him? You gonna snatch both of us up?
And I'm gonna beat the dog shit out of you. As soon as I find the end of the leash, we on.
Yeah.
We are on. Like, it's ridiculous. But no, I understand. But I be looking at them crazy. I be trying not to judge, because, motherhood is a rough hood.
It is.
It is the ghetto, for real. Like, y'all work hard for y'all's. So, I mean, I get it. Especially if your kid is active. Strap that thing down. But, like, we got to get a bigger stroller now. Like, that thing is the parking brake.
No, I don't
He
even know
is
if we need a
stopping the
bigger
stroller.
I don't even know about a bigger stroller. I don't know if there's a stroller big enough.
I feel like
I guess there could be, but
the kid is the emergency brake. Like Fred Flintstone feeding this stroller right now. Like, we got to figure something out.
like if you can walk off and he just
In the stroller?
and he no, if you walk away and his little feet just be pedaling and he can just move the stroller up when you not
He needs
out the way.
something bigger, or he need a little wagon. Make him sit in it or something, like. Because it's always the boys. I rarely ever see the girls outgrow the stroller. It's always the boys. And I know.
Oh, I guess that's true.
It's the boys. Because the boys do whatever they want to do when they want to do it. They do not care.
That's true.
As somebody with only brothers.
That's true.
They do not care.
I never thought about it like that.
They do whatever they want at your expense.
Anything else you done seen that's pissed you off this week? How was work? How work been?
Let me think. They actually have been chilling. I haven't had any wild cases. Any wild backstories.
Okay.
It's been a chill week.
It's been a chill
But summer is coming.
Summer is coming.
Summer is coming.
Summer is coming.
Okay, and y'all be cutting up at them day parties. Juneteenth is on the way. I'll see the black people.
You gonna be off, huh?
Sure will. But that ain't gonna stop them. Because, really Juneteenth is like the 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. It's typically a 3-4 day John, but the 19th being the biggest day. And I will not be at work. I will be part of the problem. But yeah, anytime anybody try to cook, 4th of July is coming up. Barbecue pits.
That is.
Barbecue pits in 4. What do y'all be saying? Lakers in 5. Blackstone in 5.
Shannon Sharp.
Blackstone in 5.
Also, that's a perfect way to shout out. We're gonna have our to let y'all know we're gonna have our Juneteenth episode. Juneteenth is on a Thursday this year, I believe, and so our episode, of course, new episode every Wednesday. So we're gonna have our episode come out on Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that, man. We're gonna have a nice little surprise for you guys on our Juneteenth episode. But yeah, I understand. Not a lot of people really know how to Be on the grill. I know I had to learn after college. I didn't really. Y'all were just assuming that I knew how to get on the grill
You
and do
be-
shit. And,
you
I mean,
be
just
over
because I
there.
got an old soul and I got my flip flops, and I got my
My
what was
love,
they?
you enjoy the grill, big dog.
I do enjoy the
You
grill,
do.
but I had to
And
learn
you
it.
like to go stand by the grill. You know, if you stand by the grill long enough, you get volunteered for the grill.
You got to get your onion, cut your onion, or potato. The
Or
onion.
potato.
Yeah. They clean the grill. So when you throw something off and put something on, you clean the grill with the onion, sanitize. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do that.
You know why? You know the science behind it?
Hell no, I don't know no science, girl. I just know what I seen on TikTok.
Oxidation.
Oxidation.
Because you have to stop using the little grill scrubber.
Yeah, them
The
you told me.
little things come off, and this one baby was acting up at home. He was not feeling good, and the mom brought him in, and she was like, "My kid is insatiably uncomfortable. I don't know what it is." Come to find out, she did 2 more trips to the ER because they couldn't figure out what was wrong. Because naturally, it's some freak stuff, right? So they just so happened to do an X-ray of little man, and come to find out, one of the wire brushes off the scrubber got stuck on the surface of the grill. They put the hamburger patties on, and it was embedded in the patties. And he ate it, and it was stuck in his stomach, causing him distress.
But he's okay.
He's fine.
Now, that burger must been good as hell for him not to realize that shit in that burger. I ain't gonna lie to you. He ain't said he ate that burger quick and you ain't feel that? You ain't feel that in there?
Nope.
You ain't feel that in there?
No. And he was a child too, so he probably did and was like, because they be doing stuff like that.
But I feel like a child is even more pickier about what they eat.
Some kids, my brothers was garbage disposals.
And that's
Not
what I mean.
picky at
like,
all.
Eating that shit up like that. Now you sick. Slow down. Shit. I always realize, I ate spaghetti. When I was young, I had spaghetti, bro. And I had a tooth fall out. That bitch was ready to go.
That's crazy.
I had
it was ready to go. It was already loose. I was going to say, what was hard in the spaghetti?
I think so. I think it was ready to go.
It was the garlic toast.
And no.
Crunched on that bitch and it just came out.
No. It was
Have you
actually
ever had-
spaghetti. This time.
Outside of spaghetti, have you ever lost a tooth that way?
Eating food?
One time I bit an apple at school.
No, I ain't did that.
Old tooth just came out. I was so sad.
You did that wrap around, pull it out with the door?
I tried. I wasn't bold enough. My Aunt Janice pulled all my teeth.
With her bare hand?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That was like her thing. Like, you know how like people like to pop pimples? She was pulling them loose too. You could not tell her it was loose.
That feels really unsanitary though, huh?
She would wash her hands and then she would be like, "Oh, just let me see." And yeah.
She poke it. What if you swallowed that thing?
Sometimes she would twist it. Sometimes she would just wiggle it.
She shouldn't poke it backwards because you
But
might
sometimes she would
accidentally
poke
swallow
it
that.
forward. She had multiple different methods.
I'm afraid of that.
I think that was maybe like the first time I ever felt real anxiety. I would be nervous to tell my mom because she would go tell her and she would be waiting for me.
That's terrible.
I heard you got a loose tooth. Who told you?
That's terrible.
Who told you?
That reminds me of since we're on the topic of swallowing things.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
My little sister back when I was growing up.
Okay.
She was like 5. I don't remember how old she was. She was too young. Young enough to where she would play, have like used to put nickels in her mouth. And then we kept telling her, stop putting that, get them nickels out your mouth. Get the nickels out your mouth.
Kid.
And man,
Her iron was probably low. She liked the metallic.
she started
taste.
choking. She
I
started
bet.
choking on the nickel, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And my mama came, and she just forced it down, like forced her to throw up, and came up. I might have been Lisa's sister today if she didn't do that.
See, that's the type of chaos that I do not want to deal with when it comes to children, but they just do not care.
They don't know. That's not that they don't care. They care afterwards. She
Do they?
She listen. That girl was scared to change afterwards.
But not the bottle cap.
That girl was scared to change. We used to go to the coin star. Her ass would stay in the car. She would not come in. We had a little coin jar. We had a little coin jar for the spare change and all that shit.
Right.
I used to shake that motherfucker. She was scared. She didn't fuck with it no more. She did not fuck with change no more after that, boy. Other things I hate people being loud on FaceTime in public with no headphones.
No, let me tell you. That's a real crash out thing. I hate obnoxious behaviors, period.
I can see if it was like real quick, like if your hands is full or whatever, you just need a quick like little minute to like talk to people. Like, hold on, little quick conversation, whatever. Hang up. But
Oh, hey, do we have ketchup? Yes, we do. Okay, thank you. Click. But full discussions,
and we in
that makes
line.
me upset. It makes me upset. I'd be overstimulated immediately.
I'm in line at the cashier, and you just having this full conversation. It'd be just talking about
The randomest stuff. It's either completely ratchet and raunchy, or like it's just random, just unnecessary conversation. My other one is when people play their music out loud in public.
I was about that's exactly what I was trying to get to. Like,
I excused it in high school, but why is you in the Thomas Stumbleton?
and
Playing your music out loud.
there's places you can do that. Like, I feel like if you're like when you're walking a trail or something, or you go Six Flags, maybe even Six. I mean, maybe not Six Flags. That's a good. That's not a good one. But like, college orientation, when we were walking around, playing our music with the the RAs and all the people. Like,
that's okay.
That's okay. There's times you can do it, but that's in anywhere in store enclosed. No.
Anywho,
I think we can jump in our.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go ahead and jump in the wild lines.
Yes, sir.
Yo, welcome to the Ivy Club podcast. It's your boy Frank Polk IV. I got my girl, just my wife, on the phone with me.
Hey.
Hello?
Can you hear us now?
Caller.
Yes, I can hear you guys just fine.
All right now. Did you hear what I said before?
You said it's you and just your wife on the phone.
Good job.
Yeah, Juss. My wife's name is Juss.
Oh, Jess. How you doing? How you guys doing?
We good, man. We good.
Good.
Anyways, you know what it is. We got questions for you. You ready, bro?
Let's do it.
All right, listen. Tell us about a time you had to ask yourself, am I trifling? Did you ever have to ask yourself if you was trifling?
Yeah. All right. So, Bean, I know I'm trifling for this, though. So, I was in college. Let's say like 2-3 years ago, I was in college. I was messing with this girl, and we just happened to be around the same shoe size. So I had our Crocs on, and I told her I was going to get smoothies because we had smoothies inside the library. But in reality, I went to go meet up with another girl.
Oh.
Things happened, whatever. It was like, let's say, 45 minutes to an hour. Came back. I told her the line was long at the smoothie spot, and she didn't suspect anything of it. I know that's trifling. That's extremely
The
trifling.
thing is, she didn't ask where the smoothie was.
Oh, God. I would have been like, you waited all that time and then realized the line was long?
I drunk it. Like,
okay.
I drunk it.
Caller, I'm not going to hold you just a tad, but you already accepted the accountability, so I'm going to let you live.
Right, because, listen, player.
He said, hey, I slid on her Crocs. I didn't even put them in sport mode. I just slid in the Crocs.
Slid in the Crocs and went to a whole
went to where I needed to be.
How far away were you had to go?
Nah, so it was probably from my crib, probably like a 10-minute walk. But in my defense, what really helped me out, the line do be long, though. It do be taking 20, 30 minutes. So,
I mean, I understand.
it worked out.
And the side girl, I guess she a trooper because she.
Did she know?
What did you say to
the side girl? Knew, but the thing about it was the smoothie spot was in the library, and everything took place upstairs in the library. So I was still in the same place. So I was able to get the smoothies. It was well thought out.
Okay.
Well thought out. That makes it more trifling. Well, it's a double trifle for her because she knew and she just let you leave and. Oof. Just Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on. What's the wildest thing you've seen that made you say, who raised y'all?
Oh. Let me think.
Let me tell you what'll get you while you think about it, bro. The break room at work. The break room at work is for real. I don't ever open the fridge. I get pissed off immediately. I opened the fridge one time. Mind you, I go to work before the sun, right? I open the fridge. I went to my hand on the handle, and it was sticky.
Oh, that's terrible.
5 a.m. work day, and the handle is. I had to try so hard not to fight the air, because what is this? What is this? And which one of y'all put y'all sticky hand on the handle and left it there? Everybody's going to hell. Like, I was upset.
I'm dead.
I was on.
That's terrible.
They were like, good morning. It ain't a fucking good morning. My hand is sticky. And I don't even know what it is. That's the worst part.
I'm dead. That's terrible.
And then, mind you, caller, I work in the lab. It could have been anything. I could have had 5 minutes left to live.
Yeah. Thank God we didn't.
I'm here to tell my story.
Okay.
Okay.
Since you brought up the break room, I got a good one for you.
Okay. See, what's up?
So, I used to work at Planet Fitness,
Ooh.
and our break room was like at the very, very back. It was like a small room, like a bathroom size room, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a mini fridge in there, which I'm pretty sure no one ever cleaned out, because the same food that was there when I started was the same food that was there when I ended.
How long were you there?
So, 6 months.
Dang.
That's still
it was
that's still
growing
bad.
legs for sure.
I just knew he was gonna say 2 years.
For sure.
For sure it was.
Speaking of the legs, I ordered me some Wingstop, and I put it in the fridge. Mind you, the food been in the fridge for a long time, so I knew, okay, I put it in the fridge, ain't nobody gonna touch it. So one of my coworkers eat my food, but I put like what do you call it? The stuff that makes you go to the restroom, not X-Lax, because I know X-Lax is
You put
chocolate.
Miralax or laxatives?
Yeah.
Why you do that?
I put laxative just on one side because they messed the order up. So I didn't like a certain type. I get honey hot and I get mango habanero,
Okay.
but they ended up giving me a tonic. I don't really like a tonic.
Yeah.
So I put the Miralax on the atomic.
Was it? Wait, hold on. Wait.
Wait.
Was that premeditated? Like, did you
Yes.
put it in there just for them, or were you about to use the Miralax because you knew you was gonna have a hard time after the wings? I don't know what.
Let's say a little bit of both, but I have heard like people be eating food in the break room.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
like, I seen it on TikTok. I was like, all right, let me try to catch somebody. So they eat my food. Nobody fetches up to it. And it's always two of us at the front. And I noticed it's only one of us for a cool hour and a half. So, man, I
Go ahead.
I go looking for my partner. He don't stop the bathroom up. I don't know if it was solid, liquid. I don't know what it was. But he stopped it up to the point we had to call in the janitor because he was off the clock at the time.
You had to call the janitor
On his day
Let
off?
me tell you how many people lives you fucked up. Days you fucked up. You fucked up his day, the janitor's day. And I'm sure some type of plumber.
No, the plumber is pissed for sure.
Jesus.
I am dead. Caller, it's iconic.
I respect
I ain't
it,
even
though.
gonna hold you. I respect
it
for real.
I respect it. I ain't gonna lie.
Because who raised you to be eating other people's food out the break room?
Yeah.
That is horribly trifling.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think this is a little trifling on both ends. You showed us 2 trifling stories for you, though.
I don't think you trifling for the second one, caller. I would have did the same thing. We moving real shiesty out here.
Let me tell you why it's trifling.
We
no,
are.
hold on, player. Let me tell you why it's
okay.
trifling. It's only trifling because no one ate your shit before. But you saw some shit on TikTok.
Somebody.
You saw some shit on TikTok and just said, let me see if I can catch somebody. I can see if you was trying to go for a certain person that ate your food before, but you said, fuck
if it was a repeat offender. But honestly, I respect the game.
And I wouldn't have put my food in that fridge knowing that food's been in there for 6 months.
No, because I feel like the air is contaminated. But that's okay. 2 birds, 1 stone. You got your wings, you got your culprit, and period.
Listen.
Great job.
Lessons were learned that day.
They were. I bet his ass won't do it again.
I bet it won't. I bet he won't. I won't. I would not.
I would never.
Never. Anyway, one more question for you. What's the most chaotic childhood memory that could have landed everybody in CPS custody?
Oh, it's so many. It's so many.
It's so many.
It's so many. I say off top of my head. So at first, I got like altogether it's me. It's me and I got like 10 other cousins. So at first it's just me and my older cousin. And our aunties, when they say they're ready to go, that's what they mean. They ready to go. So me and my cousin, we at the pizza place. And they say they ready to go, but you know how the pizza place got the little arcade.
Mm-hmm.
So we go to the arcade, mess with the machines. We look up. Our aunties ain't there and ain't no car. So they left us there, I believe it had to be like an hour, 2 hours. I'm crying, boo-hooing. My cousin, she get left all the time. I don't feel like that's the thing you should. I don't feel like that's the thing you should be doing. So I believe that one for sure.
She gets left all the time. She does this.
She get left.
I understand, though, and them the type of lessons I would not mind teaching my kid if the world wasn't so scary.
2 hours though?
Hell yeah. Bye. I'm going to the nail salon and I'll be back.
How old are y'all?
Yeah. They say they knew we was gonna be fine, so.
How old are y'all?
I had to be like 6. My cousin.
Okay, no.
Who was the oldest? Who was the oldest?
13.
No. No.
And it was 10 of y'all.
No, it's just us two.
Oh,
us two.
Two?
You said you had 10.
Oh,
I think you said you had 10 cousins, so I'm thinking y'all all were here.
No, they all went to the spot.
No.
But only 2 stayed.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No, 6 is too young. I would have had to go in there and grab you after I grabbed my purse.
I don't know. He with a 13-year-old.
No.
So I think I don't think it's too crazy. If they were both 6, yeah, that's crazy.
I got separated with my mama in Walmart. I was at guest services, having them call her name on the loudspeaker.
Mm-hmm.
Hysterical.
I ain't never got lost.
I couldn't imagine being like, let me go grab the cheese over here. And they be like, Justice, your kid is at guest services.
I couldn't imagine that either.
And like, she wouldn't even rush to come get me sometimes. She would finish shopping.
How many times has that happened?
Low key, mama, hop in the comments. 3 or 4 times, maybe.
You need to stop wondering. If this is what I gotta worry about in my future.
She would be like, grab the cart. And I would grab the cart and walk with the cart. And then I'd let it go.
It's because you're too curious.
I am
Curiosity
a curious individual.
Ugh. This is shit we supposed to talk about before we get married, Just. See?
What was you going to do? Leave me?
Yep.
Lying ass.
Anyway.
Yeah, you do have that to look forward to, though. That's probably going to happen.
Oh, I'm not worried about that no more. We're just going to get the leash. But we're just going to get the leash.
We're going
to get the leash. Anybody that start even exuding your personality about being curiosity, nope, leash. Yeah! Get your ass over here. We're going to have when we walk in Theo, we're going to have 3 niggas on a leash. Him and 2 others. That's just not going to happen. Just not gonna happen.
Anybody who start exuding your personality.
My children will not be wanderers. No.
Julia, that is crazy. Oh my god.
Bring it all back. I'm you know, for the leash, I'm gonna have them all connect to one mechanism so that I can just them little retriever backs, them
retractable.
The retractable leashes. I'm bring that. Come on. Where you going? Don't touch that. Bring your ass back. Yeah, I'm yanking y'all ass back.
Anybody who starts...
I might need to put your ass on the leash, too. Shit, all of y'all. Everybody, the whole family on the leash, but me.
Make mine sexual. I might like that. Yeah.
But all right, Colin.
Don't listen to him, Colin. He love it here. Don't listen to him.
Actually, one more, Colin. One more.
Okay.
What's the nastiest thing you've seen in the bathroom at somebody else's house?
Oh, this easy. So, I seen mold in the sink, mold around the toilet, not even on the toilet itself. Like, I don't know how mold grows on porcelain. Mold on the toilet. Mold around the tub, and they had their toothbrush, no case, just sitting on the sink with the mold.
Oh, who raised?
Oh, no.
Who raised
No. Now, before it kept getting worse. Because it kept getting worse. I was like, okay, maybe the house ain't built right. Maybe it just houses humidity, and they need to rebuild. But it's mold in too many places.
It is.
And to leave your toothbrush uncapped and mold spreads by spores. It's in the air.
Yeah, you ain't even got no little
little
travel case thing.
No, nothing. They wild.
That's crazy.
They wild. They fearless. They got the best immune system. They do. It's almost impressive.
Who house was this?
I can't put that out there.
Oh, damn.
Do you still associate with them to this day?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
So you ain't have to say no names, but it must be a family member. That's okay. We're gonna leave it right there. Anyways, caller.
Thank you, caller. My drink is empty.
Hello.
Yo, welcome to the Ivy Club Podcast. It's your boy Frank Polk IV, and I got my girl Juss on the phone with me.
Hi.
Hello.
Tell us about a time you had to ask yourself, am I trifling?
Time I had to ask myself, am I trifling?
Yeah.
I would say when I'm arguing with my boyfriend.
Oh, Dad.
Okay, tell us what happened. Give us the specifics
One
now.
time we're outside, we're trying to get a gift for her. I'm thinking a baby shower, I believe. And he goes and get the wrong thing. Me, I know how I am. I know I just go up and pop it on the mouth. And I be trying to tell myself, like, girl, stop. But I don't ever listen. So I'm like, I will leave you sitting right here on this highway. If you stop being so dumb, I called him every name in the book. I didn't care.
On the highway.
It be like that, though.
On the
It'd be
highway?
like that.
It do be like that, though.
On the highway?
And I know me, I jerked the car off to make it look like I was going to go ahead.
You don't care about y'all's lives.
I didn't know.
No, it be like that, though. Because, it be the last straw. It'd be the last straw. What is this? You went in there and paid your money for this? What is this?
Yep. For crack.
On the highway.
It'd be like that. No.
Jerking
yeah,
the wheel,
he needed
bro?
to know she was serious.
I laughed at myself because I thought it was funny.
That's not funny. That is trifling.
No, it's hilarious.
It's a little trifling. I ain't gonna lie.
It's hilarious.
You don't care about our lives.
He just needed to know she was serious. That's all. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Anyways.
He be all right.
He needed to know. He know now. He knows now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess. You got one or you want the next one?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. What's your most chaotic childhood memory that could have landed everybody in CPS custody?
When me and my siblings was younger, you always messing with your siblings, always. Like, it just doesn't fail no matter how old you get.
Mm-hmm.
When me and my sisters was younger, I don't know what happened between us. I got so mad that I thought I was going to stab my sister. And I put the knife to her and said, dare me to do it. And I'll do it right now.
Oh.
I did.
Kids be so fucking dramatic, bro.
But did she dare you to do it, or you just let it be?
She didn't. And I was so serious, and my parents come in the room like, you should not be doing that. They were so mad. But, me, in my moment of not caring, I did not care.
No, it didn't matter.
Yeah, we realize now that you don't care about your life. We know.
Yep.
You don't care about yours or the
Caller be
lives
living
of others.
her life, and that's just that on that. That's just that on that on that.
Now that I think about it, it was so wrong. But
no, because what if she would have dared you to do it? Oh my God!
Random got one of my good
I
knives.
don't think that far.
Random got one of my good knives. You could have got the other knife.
And then how we gonna explain this?
Right.
Yep.
How we gonna explain this to the people?
Right.
Oh,
how did she get the knife?
Shit, she live here, Your Honor. What are you talking about?
The knives are in the drawer.
She lives here.
I don't know how she got the knife.
I have no clue.
Oh, what?
Soon as I get
Hello.
home. Hey, this is the Ivy Club Podcast. It's your boy Frank Polk IV. I got my girl Juss with me. This is a good time.
Yes. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, girl.
What you been on? You good? How's
Yeah, I'm
how's life
good. I'm
holding?
over here sipping on a Jackiana. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the
Oh, little
you know that yeah.
Yakiana.
Okay,
A
shit.
little mango.
So this
Oh,
must be the good. This is a good time to call.
it's
You
a
know, I love
great
to.
It is a
time.
great time.
You
It's a great time.
you know, I love to calling the callers that be on that stuff. That be
You know what
ready.
I'm saying?
Shut up.
They be
I got
ready.
a couple family members around me, so it's gonna be a good time.
Oh, they
Okay.
loose then. They loose over there. Let's get it.
And
Let's
then
Not
DM
loose.
us the Addy. Cause
right. Our drinks is empty. Well, hold on. Let
You
me
know what I'm
finish.
saying? Y'all can pull up anytime.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
you got the first question to me. You got me.
Mm-hmm. All right, caller. Tell us about a time you had to ask yourself, am I trifling?
Okay, so there was a situation where like I was in a predicament where I knew that my friend's boyfriend was cheating on them. It was at a party, it was in college, everything was like going on. And I ended up finding out and I'm kind of sidebar her and was like, check your man. Like I'm not trying to get in the middle. I'm not trying to meddle. Like that's not my deal. But check your dude. And it ended up getting into a well, you need to check your own business type thing.
Ooh.
So I was gonna go and just spill the entire bean. Like, let me split it down the potato. Like, let me split it down the
Yes.
middle.
Yes.
Let you know what I'm saying? And it
Uh-huh.
got to a point where I was like, you know what? Let me back up. Let me back up. Let's bring it down a notch because I feel like if I go there, I'm gonna be trifling. Like if I go there, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you as a friend, if you feel insecure about your relationship, whatever. But
Yeah.
I just felt like, yeah,
Definitely
I feel like
sound definitely
I was
sound
like, let me
written.
not be trifling because if I do that, it'll start a whole thing. And I was trying to keep my eyebrows above water.
I
So
understand. This sound
That's
like
real
it
though.
sound like this was written
That's
and
real
directed,
though.
written and directed by Tyler Perry. That's what.
No, that's real though. Because it ain't
always
nothing like trying to be a girl's girl and she ain't ready for it.
yes, especially when it's your close friend.
Like
And it's like,
Fred.
I would never ever put you in a predicament to make you look stupid. So the
Yes.
fact that I'm even coming to you as a woman and
You
not
should
even as the
know
woman that I
as your
need to come to you as a
friend.
woman, you know what I'm saying? Like as a
Mm-hmm.
friend. And I feel like a lot of women, they have a hard time being a girl's girl because of the discomfort of other women and
Mm-hmm.
insecurities that other women go through because they don't want to hear that their life is not peachy keen. Like,
Right.
it's just and I understand criticism is not comfortable, it's not, inviting, but at the same time when somebody looking out for you,
Let him look
just
out for you.
Mm-hmm.
let them look out for you. Like they may not always the intention may not always be unpure. You
And
know,
to
Mm-hmm.
and to completely like just like outright deny it and outright just
And then
like
try to flip it
straight
and dip
defensive and
it.
flip it. Yeah, that's crazy.
The
Like
flip and dip is
yeah.
crazy,
It
girl.
happens
I
a
feel
it
like you
happens a
already in the
lot in
back
the
of your
girls'
mind. I feel like in the back
culture.
of your
Yeah.
mind. I feel like in the back of your mind you kind of
You
know,
low key felt like that.
and you're just already like
Yeah.
upset about it. Like
Yeah.
if it doesn't come to
Like
it doesn't come to a shock. You're just like straight defensive. Like
No.
to even
hmm
My
look to.
people
man. What
comfortable with
about
it when
your
it's in the
man?
dark. People
Hmm.
are comfortable with it when it's in the dark. But when
Yeah.
it comes
Mm-hmm.
out to light, then it's like, okay, other people see my darkness and I don't want to confront it. Like, they kind of get defensive about it. But
Mm.
I mean, overall, you'll whenever you have people around you that you can be able to tell anything to and they
Mm-hmm.
don't take offense to it, then those your people. But like at that time she just wasn't my person. But
Mm.
I did have to tell her, like, just being a girl's girl, I'm looking out for you. If
Yeah.
if you
Right.
aren't inviting this, then that's cool. Like, we can move forward and
That's
I'll never
crazy.
speak on it again.
And I'll
Right.
never
I'm just
say
letting you
shit
know.
else,
I just
bitch.
I just letting you know at that Zeta party, he was
He
definitely
was
on
doing
one.
it.
I'm sitting there
Okay.
just watching, just sitting there watching, arms
I'm not
crossed.
saying a thing.
For
Girl, I already
real.
told you. You told me to mind my
Get that nigga a high
business.
five. Get that nigga a high five.
Right.
Hey, good roll up. You really held your
90% of
ground.
relationships don't last.
They
It's the
don't.
She
Oh.
sound like the type, like, even if you came back and recorded the video, like, that ain't what that is.
That ain't even him.
Right.
He was just helping support her thighs. What?
What's your most chaotic childhood memory that could have landed everybody in CPS custody?
All right, here we go.
Oh, she was ready.
So,
Okay.
All right.
so I had a brief time where I was in Richardson ISD in far north, well, not far north Dallas. It was like North Dallas. A lot of us would walk from our elementary school at Skyview all the way up to Whitehurst, which was probably a good mile. But we were at the time legally, I mean, we weren't old enough to watch ourselves, but our parents entrusted us to be able to, we had a routine. So we knew what we had to do when we got home. So my role was to come home, wind down, do my homework, wait till my parents got home, and then I could play outside with the other kids. It was one day, we all talking about once we get to the apartments, we gonna da da da, like we all planning out our afternoon. I didn't know that my dad was coming home early that day. We ended up getting some nachos from the ice cream man. We all put together 50 cents or so. I think it was like 125. We got some nachos. We were eating on it. And before I could feel it, like in my spirit, I just heard my daddy coming around that corner. And before I knew it, I heard him call my name like really, really loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I popped up. I go in the house and when my dad asked me, why did I disobey him? I told him that the devil made me do it. Y'all, that was my exact words. I can't make it up to this day. I told him, I thought that if I took it back to the Lord, that he would forgive me. The Lord said, the Lord said, no, baby, you have to pay
Nah.
this for it.
Pay your earthly tax.
I literally
babe.
seen a TikTok with a little boy that did the same shit, which is hilarious.
I
But go
feel
ahead.
like, did you
I
not?
can't.
I feel like I hit that one
I can,
time.
man, I can call my dad right now. I bet, literally, I said the devil made me do it. He said, all right, well then go ahead, get that belt, and the devil gonna make me get it up out you. So that, he got the devil up out me that day. I
I'm
swear.
dead.
That's
Got it up
terrible.
out ya.
I had whelps on my legs, y'all, so I had to wear
That's the
pants to
worst.
school. My mom made sure I wear pants, but I was telling my teacher hers to sit down. I'm very uncomfortable, so she took me to the nurse, and the nurse was like, "Do you mind taking your pants down?" And she saw the whelps, so she brought in the SRO. Now I want to say I'm in a third or fourth grade at this point. The SRO comes in. They call Dallas PD to come in. They do an examination. They're taking pictures, and I'm telling them I don't want to get in trouble. It just hurt to sit down, but it was my fault. I'm the reason why I got a whooping. I'm trying to explain to
Just
them I
sound like
don't,
a
because I'm
victim.
Just
seeing
sound
how
like a victim.
It's
right.
my
I'm
fault.
seeing
It's
how
my
big
fault.
this is, but I'm trying to save my parents, right? So they ended up calling my mom and my dad and told me that they are creating um a um a case of neglect. Not neglect, abuse. I'm sorry, they creating a case of abuse against me versus them. And they had to come and do a home inspection. They released me back to my parents. I mean, I don't know what happened in the investigation room with him and my dad, or the police and my dad, the police and my mom. I know they probably caught some character witnesses, but it was an actual case.
What's the nastiest thing you seen in somebody's bathroom that was at somebody's house?
Oh, can I talk about my roommate in
Yeah.
college?
Yeah,
You can
sure
do that.
can.
Jesus. I don't know what was. So she was a foreign exchange student.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. That's not what that meant.
All right.
Moving on.
We
for
only been here a handful of episodes.
Go ahead.
we were getting ready for a party or whatever. So we go to the bathroom, and on the toilet was menstrual blood that she forgot to wipe up. Or I don't even. My thing was, how did it get on the seat? Like it was just, there was literally the nastiest thing. I like screamed. It was like,
Mm.
I don't know. It was just horrible. Like it was just horrible, and it wasn't like a drop or two. It was smeared. Like you knew
Oh.
that you probably sat down on that. And as a
And
woman,
she ain't wipe her ass. It's probably all on the side of
she.
her cheek.
Oh my God. Sorry.
I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. Did you confront her? Hold on.
oh,
Hold on. Stop.
hold on.
Hold on. Your baby got to
Come
stop
here,
crying before
baby.
you answer
Yeah.
anything else. Your
Hold
baby
on.
has given me a headache.
No.
You gonna?
Come here.
Oh no. We finna have to
I
hang
know.
up.
He feel how I feel right now.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Ooh wee. Put me on speakerphone.
Hold on, wait. Y'all, let me. Let me. Okay. Sorry. I want to say when you got a 4 or 5 year old, it's real ghetto. Unpredictable.
It sounded like he picked up the phone and was like, and just let that thing go.
It's True Blood.
I'm so sorry. She just apologized and was like,
You cleaned it
I'll
up.
clean it up now. But it,
You cleaned it up or she
it was,
cleaned?
She'll
I
clean
didn't
it.
touch that. I didn't even
Oh,
go to the
okay.
bathroom. I couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't. I couldn't. I went to the community bathroom in the hallway.
Cause I actually find that to be very trifling, man. Like I feel like you gotta
So you
look.
see,
It's pure
okay,
waste.
thank you.
It's
Thank you.
blood.
Thank you.
It's
You might
That's
have
what I'm
blood.
saying.
smeared
Like
shit
you
on her.
don't think that you get when you get up off of the toilet, what's the first thing you do?
You look. You turn around and
Okay,
flush.
I thought I was tripping. For 10 years, I thought I've been tripping.
You look,
I
cause you have
knew
to
that
turn
she
around and
seen that.
flush. You didn't see it?
She seen that. All right, love you guys.
All right,
Can't
Love
love
you
you
wait
too.
to
too.
You
watch
too.
another episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
She made me think about when I was in college and had a roommate, and that man built a clubhouse out of his side. That man took the bed, put it from the lowest thing, put it up high, put the sheet on the corner, on the edge of the bed, pulled it down. He had his lights and shit all underneath, and he had drawers and shit on top of the bed to keep the sheet held down. And then that man had a woman of the night in there. One time I came in there going at it in his little clubhouse.
I'm dead.
I
In
just
his little
left.
shed.
Yeah, in his little shed. He said, "Oh shit!" I just left.
I
I
couldn't
closed the door
imagine
and went
pulling
right
up
back
to a
out.
man's dorm and he built us a fort.
His fort on his side of
It's
the room.
his fort.
I
on
used to
his
hate.
side
I
of the
used to
fort.
hate going in that room with him because it was just freshman year. Didn't know who this was. I never got to do room with someone that I know or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just room with somebody random, and that man was just like a Hispanic greaser. He had long, hair, greasy ass, like black hair and shit, and like he just I don't know. I hate when waking up and meeting eyes. That's probably why he built the fucking dresser. He built his little
Built his fort.
clubhouse.
He didn't want to see you either.
Yeah, but in there fucking doing all types of shit underneath that thing. I was
In his fort.
in his little fort, boy.
Let me tell
It
you.
was terrible.
I have an appropriate CPS case to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So my mama was in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, right? She was exhausted, right? So she would wake me up for school. Mind you, I was in 4th grade at the time, right? So she would wake me up for school, and in her 3rd trimester, she was like, "Listen, I'm about big as a house. You're getting your hair braided." Okay, so I got my hair braided, so that's one less thing she had to do. So she would get up, wake me up in the morning, and then would go get back in the bed, right? So I would get up, and I'd be like, okay. And I get up, and I get my stuff together, get ready for school. And then I would go stand in her room and be like, backpack on and my little uniform, I'm ready. And she would be like, in 10 minutes. And then, like, she would hit me with that a couple of times. Okay. And eventually, in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, bro, I was late to school so many times we got subpoenaed to court.
I actually think I remember you here.
We got subpoenaed to court. And so I'm in here And mind you, everything else is great. Hair laid, homework done, uniform ironed, teeth brushed. Like, I don't look like neglect for real. Mm-hmm. But they was sending me home with warnings and warnings and warnings. Like, you need to get your hair on time or you're going to go to attendance court. And she was like, y'all, I am pregnant. And she's there every day. She might be late, but she's there. And I wasn't horribly late, but I was at least 30 minutes late every day. So we went to court, and I remember walking in there, and I was like, we're going to take you to jail. They're not going to take you to jail. Oh, my God. They're going to lock you up. What am I going to do when you gone? Mm-hmm. And she was like, girl, ain't nobody going to jail. And mind you, she's yelling at me, but she's like waddling. Ain't nobody going to jail. And I'm like, now we both going.
I literally have never been to court, so I can just imagine that.
It's a mess. We sitting at the pedestal. It's me and her belly sitting on the table.
Terrible.
And they're like, ma'am, get your girl to school on time. And she was like, Judge, look at me. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She's there every day. She late, but she there. And they were like, okay, if you don't get her there on time, then we're going to lock you up. I wasn't late ever again after that.
I bet you wouldn't.
Because I was like, y'all going to lock her up. Look at her. She waddled to get in here. I had to pull her up a chair.
Terrible.
She couldn't even stand up here.
Oof.
Look at her. Oh my God. That was hilarious. It's so funny now, but I was so sad in the moment.
That's crazy.
What do y'all mean y'all gonna get my girl? Not my girl. Not my girl. Who's gonna feed me?
Anyways, episode 13 of the Ivy Club Podcast. Subscribe to us on all things. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your pods. We on everywhere now. We everywhere. Mm-hmm. So wherever you get your pods. And follow us on social media at the Ivy Club Pod. You also can follow our link in our bios so that you can submit a...
Caller.
I'm tipsy.
Yeah, babe. That thing was stinging, I know. I'm going to make you another one.
Can't even get my
You can hit the link in our bio. You can become a caller. Leave us some subscriber submissions we can talk about on the pod. Rate the pod 5 stars. If it's 4 and under, email me. We can argue about it. Okay? Anything else? Yeah. Talk to us. We talk back.
All right, y'all. Peace.
We're out of here.